Have you ever been told that high blood pressure is just a part of getting older? That it's something you simply have to accept, like gray hair or needing reading glasses? Well, what if I told you that's not entirely true? In fact, many experts now agree that the majority of high blood pressure cases, especially in adults over 60, aren't caused by aging at all. They're caused by something else entirely, something that can often be reversed. That might surprise you. After all, for decades, we've been taught that hypertension is just a lifelong condition, managed with medication, but never truly resolved. You visit your doctor, get your numbers, take your pills, and hope for the best. But here's the thing. Over 90% of high blood pressure cases are labeled as essential hypertension. And what does essential really mean? It means the cause is officially unknown. But let's pause for a second. Does that seem right to you? That one of the most common health conditions in older adults has no clear cause? Or could it be that the cause is simply being overlooked? You see, the body is incredibly smart. It doesn't just raise your blood pressure for no reason. It's often trying to compensate for something deeper, something hidden. And that's exactly what we're going to explore today. Because once you understand why your blood pressure is rising, you can finally start to do something about it. Naturally, safely, and in many cases, without needing to rely so heavily on medications. So if you or someone you care about is dealing with high blood pressure, if you're tired of feeling like it's out of your control, stay with us. Because in the next few minutes, we'll uncover the real reason behind most cases of high blood pressure after 60, and the simple steps you can take to lower it, naturally. It's time to clear the confusion and take back control of your health. Let's start by looking beneath the surface, at a hidden problem that quietly affects millions of older adults. It's called insulin resistance. And while you may have heard the term before, few people realize just how deeply it's connected to high blood pressure. So what is it? Think of insulin as a key. It's a hormone your body uses to unlock your cells and let sugar, or glucose, inside, where it's used for energy. But when your body becomes resistant to insulin, that key no longer works properly. The cells don't open up, sugar builds up in the blood, and your pancreas starts releasing more and more insulin to compensate. Now here's the surprising part. This excess insulin doesn't just affect blood sugar. It also impacts your blood vessels. You see, your arteries, the tubes that carry blood throughout your body, are lined with special cells. These cells have receptors for insulin. When everything is working correctly, insulin helps those vessels relax and widen, making it easier for blood to flow. But when insulin resistance sets in, that system starts to break down. The receptors stop responding. The arteries can't relax the way they should. Blood pressure rises, quietly, gradually, and often without any symptoms at first. This is why insulin resistance is sometimes called a silent driver of hypertension. And the real concern? Most people have no idea it's happening, even if they don't have diabetes. It can start with something as simple as a little extra belly fat, or eating too many refined carbs over time. Over the years, this can lead to stiff arteries, inflammation, and rising blood pressure numbers. So, if you've been struggling with hypertension and haven't gotten clear answers, insulin resistance may be at the root. Let's talk about what causes it and how it silently damages your arteries over time. It all starts with something most of us are familiar with: sugar and starch. When we eat foods high in sugar, like soda, candy, or even fruit juices, or starchy items like white bread, pasta, or potatoes, our blood sugar rises. In response, the body releases insulin to help bring that sugar into the cells. But here's where the trouble begins. When this happens too often, day after day, year after year, our cells stop responding to insulin properly. That's insulin resistance. But it doesn't stop there. High sugar and starch intake also damages a very special layer inside our blood vessels. It's called the glycocalyx, a thin, slippery coating that protects the lining of your arteries. You can think of it like the nonstick surface on a frying pan. When it's intact, things slide smoothly and your blood flows freely. But when it gets worn down, things start to stick. Inflammation sets in, calcium builds up, and the arteries become stiff and narrow. That's where the term rusting effect comes in. Just like how metal rusts when it's exposed to moisture and air, your arteries can rust when exposed to high blood sugar and insulin levels. This gradual breakdown invites inflammation, plaque, and higher blood pressure. Isn't it strange? The very thing we were told to eat for quick energy, sugar, turns out to be one of the biggest threats to our circulation. And it's not just desserts. Even so-called healthy cereals, crackers, and fruit smoothies can flood your body with hidden sugars. The good news is, once you lower your intake of these fast-acting carbs, the glycocalyx can begin to repair itself, sometimes faster than you might expect, without relying on more medications. You might be wondering, is there anything natural that can help lower blood pressure, support healthy arteries, and protect that vital inner lining? The answer is yes. In fact, science has identified several natural nutrients that can make a big difference, especially when used together. Let's walk through 5 of the most powerful ones. First up is vitamin D. This sunshine vitamin does much more than support bones. It plays a crucial role in calming inflammation and supporting the cells that line your blood vessels. Low levels of vitamin D have been linked to higher blood pressure, and many older adults aren't getting enough, especially during the winter months. Next is magnesium. Think of magnesium as nature's relaxation mineral. It helps relax blood vessel walls, balance calcium, and reduce stress hormones like cortisol. Without enough magnesium, your arteries can become tense and less flexible, a key contributor to high blood pressure. Third is potassium. This essential mineral helps balance out sodium and directly supports muscle relaxation, including the smooth muscles in your arteries. Potassium also encourages your kidneys to excrete excess salt, making it a natural pressure reliever. Fourth on the list is sulfur. You'll find it in foods like garlic, onions, and eggs. Sulfur helps rebuild and protect that slippery layer inside your arteries, the glycocalyx. It also has powerful anti-inflammatory and antioxidant effects, which support long-term heart health. And finally, omega-3 fatty acids. Found in fatty fish like salmon or in high-quality supplements, omega-3s help reduce inflammation, support healthy circulation, and improve the flexibility of your blood vessels. Individually, each of these nutrients has impressive benefits, but together, they form a strong foundation for better blood pressure, naturally and safely. Let's take a closer look at something most people have never even heard of, yet it plays a huge role in healthy blood pressure. It's called the glycocalyx, a fragile, sugar-rich coating that lines the inside of every blood vessel in your body. Picture it like a soft, slippery gel, almost like a cushiony raincoat for your arteries. When this layer is strong and intact, it helps your blood glide smoothly, reduces friction, and protects the walls of your arteries from damage. But here's the catch. This protective layer is extremely delicate. Too much sugar, processed food, and chronic inflammation can break it down over time, just like acid rain slowly eating away at the paint on a car. When the glycocalyx becomes thin or patchy, your blood vessels lose their shield. That's when problems like high blood pressure, plaque buildup, and inflammation can start to take hold. So, how can we rebuild this vital barrier? Thankfully, the glycocalyx can be restored with the right support. First, reducing sugar and refined starches is key. This stops the constant damage and gives your body a chance to heal. Second, certain nutrients help nourish and rebuild the glycocalyx. Sulfur-rich foods, like garlic, onions, and cruciferous vegetables, provide the raw materials needed to repair this coating. Magnesium and potassium support the structure and function of the glycocalyx as well. They help keep the blood vessels relaxed and reduce stress on the arterial walls. And omega-3 fatty acids, found in fatty fish like salmon, help reduce inflammation and support the rebuilding process. Think of this approach like patching up a roof before the next storm. With the right tools and care, your body can reinforce its natural defenses. How to monitor your progress at home. Because here's the truth. What you measure, you can manage. And when it comes to blood pressure, a few small habits can give you a clear picture of your health and the peace of mind that comes with it. First, consider investing in a home blood pressure monitor. Today's devices are easy to use, accurate, and can help you keep track of trends over time, not just a single reading at the doctor's office. Aim to take your readings at the same time each day, preferably in the morning and again in the evening. Sit comfortably, relax for a few minutes beforehand, and keep both feet flat on the floor. But don't stress over one high number. We're looking for patterns. What matters most is how your readings change over days and weeks. It can help to keep a small blood pressure log. You can jot down your numbers in a notebook, use a printed chart, or even download a simple app if that's more convenient for you. Next, pay attention to how you feel. Are your energy levels more steady? Is your sleep improving? Do you notice fewer headaches or less tension? These are all subtle signs your body is responding well. And remember, blood pressure isn't just about numbers. It's also tied to stress, sleep, hydration, and movement. Keeping track of your daily steps, how much water you drink, or even logging your sleep hours can help you make smart adjustments. Small changes, when measured and monitored, often lead to lasting results. Now let's turn our attention to two powerful forces that affect your blood pressure every single day: stress and sleep. Have you ever noticed how your heart races during a tense moment? Or how poor sleep can leave you feeling irritable and worn down? That's not just coincidence. That's your nervous system at work. You see, your body has a built-in system that responds to stress. It's called the sympathetic nervous system, often referred to as the fight or flight response. It's useful when you're in danger, but when stress becomes a daily companion, it can keep your blood pressure elevated for long periods. This constant pressure wears on your heart and blood vessels, like revving a car engine all day without giving it a break. So how do we calm things down? One of the most effective ways is by strengthening the parasympathetic nervous system, the rest and digest mode. This is where healing happens. It's the body's natural state of calm. Simple habits can help restore balance. Deep breathing, gentle morning walks, and even a few minutes of quiet reflection each day can signal to your body that it's safe to relax. And then there's sleep, perhaps the most overlooked tool for blood pressure control. While you sleep, your heart rate slows down, your muscles relax, and your blood pressure naturally dips. But when sleep is disrupted or too short, your body misses that vital recovery time. Creating a calm bedtime routine can make a big difference. Dimming the lights, turning off screens, and sipping a warm, non-caffeinated tea can help signal to your body that it's time to wind down. Some find gentle stretches or a magnesium supplement helpful before bed, especially since magnesium supports both relaxation and blood pressure balance. Remember, your body thrives in calm. And when you prioritize rest, everything, from your heart to your mood, starts to feel better. In the next section, we'll bring it all together with a simple daily routine to help you lower your blood pressure, protect your arteries, and feel your best, one step at a time. Let's take a moment to recap the journey we've been on together. We started by uncovering a surprising truth. High blood pressure isn't just about salt or genetics. It often begins with insulin resistance, quietly affecting your blood vessels behind the scenes. Then we explored how sugar and starch can wear down the delicate lining of your arteries, like rust on a pipe, and why that matters for long-term health. We looked at 5 natural, science-backed solutions that can support your blood pressure and overall well-being, from vitamin D and magnesium to potassium-rich foods and healthy fats. You learned about the Glycocalyx, your body's microscopic shield, and how nourishing it can make a world of difference. And we talked about the importance of monitoring your numbers, so you can see and feel the progress for yourself. Finally, we touched on the powerful connection between stress, sleep, and your nervous system, and how small daily practices can help restore calm and balance. Now here's the most important part. You don't have to do it all at once. Start small. Pick 1 or 2 things that feel doable this week. Maybe it's switching to a lower-carb breakfast or going for a short walk after dinner. Maybe it's checking your blood pressure each morning or winding down earlier before bed. Every step counts. Every positive change moves you closer to more energy, better sleep, and steadier blood pressure. At PulseWise, we believe in progress, not perfection. And we're here to walk with you every step of the way. If this video helped you feel more informed and empowered, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with someone you care about. And if you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe so you never miss helpful, senior-friendly tips designed just for you. Remember, you have more control over your health than you've been told. And it's never too late to feel better. Thanks for spending this time with us. Your journey to better wellness continues right here.